time to get into what I think is one of the most fun funnels because it typically drives the most revenue, and it's at the top, or at least towards the top of our value ladder, and that is a high ticket funnel. Now, like with all these things, high ticket is going to depend based on the pricing structure of your overall funnel. But like I've said many times, in this funnel bootcamp, I can only teach what I know and what I personally have done, tested, and used successfully. And 9 times out of 10, that high ticket funnel is between $3,000 to $6,000. So that's what I'm gonna talk about, and I'm gonna explain the core funnel that we use to do this. And that is quite simply a sales call funnel. Now, our traffic sources might look a little bit different here. You can run direct traffic via paid ads or organic or miscellaneous to a high ticket offer booking page, but that is not where I have the most experience. The way that I have always done it for myself, my courses, my clients, is selling these high ticket offers to existing customers. Now, this is typically going to happen in the form of a few different things. Email sequences that you have pre-created for people who buy your mid-ticket offer after X amount of time, making sure they've gone through the value, making sure they're actually consuming, having some success. You can start to introduce them to your higher ticket offerings. Typically for us, this is some sort of mastermind or group coaching offer. A one-on-one coaching offer is typically going to be at the very, very tip of the value ladder. So this funnel, we'll jump into the iPad, is very simple. We are always going to have a strong VSL, a strong headline. We're going to break down what's inside this offer and of course have our social proof. But the whole goal is to get someone to book a call on our embedded calendar, which once they book the call there, they're gonna go to a confirmation page. Just let them know that, hey, they are booked. They're on the schedule. We're gonna have automation set up to remind them when their call is, remind the coach or the salesperson, whoever's jumping on the call when the call is, so both people actually show up to the call. If they do not show up, we'll have automations to follow up with them so they can reschedule, etc. But we want to get people to show up on the call. And then on the call itself, right, so we'll say on the call, we will actually link them to the checkout page, and we will go through making sure they actually buy right there on the call with them. The last thing you want to do is let someone say, okay, I'll buy right after I get off this call, because usually they don't buy. It's usually just a diversion tactic or a tactic for them to get out of the call respectfully, without hurting your feelings. So you want to try to get them to buy right here on your call. So that is the system that we typically use. And again, this is usually done through backend automations or using our Facebook group, doing things like challenges, doing things like workshops, doing things like presentations, interviews with past customers who have gone through this, and then pitching, hey, this is now open again, go apply for your call. So very simple funnel, but very effective if done right. These can be serious revenue boosters, especially if you're doing it this way, because think about it, we have zero cost here for paid ads, for advertising. We're advertising to existing customers who already know us, like us, trust us, have gotten results from us, believe in us, want to work with us, see the value in us, right? They're bought into our system because we have given them results. And that is the easiest person to sell to. And this is why we start with the low ticket offer. We get them in really cheap. We'll talk about this more when I talk about value ladder, but we get them in cheap, get them to buy the mid ticket, then get them to buy the high ticket, and then we can keep ascending. It's the easiest way to do this in my experience. So that's the high ticket funnel that we typically use. As always, I'll walk through a real life example in the lesson below, and you might be able to gain more clarity about how this works and where it fits in the lesson on your overall value ladder. With that being said, as always, let me know if you have any questions at all, and if not, I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Peace.